How we doing today, folks? Welcome back for the latest edition of NDD. Yes, I'm back in my classroom again. Schedules all over the place lately, but I still wanted to be able to bring you all the news surrounding our beloved Fighting Irish. And the ACC tournament for baseball is underway. The Irish are out in Durham. They got there yesterday. 2025 ACC tournament ready to roll. They're the 11th seed, and they get the 14-seeded Eagles of Boston College. Be a heck of a football rivalry, right? But now they play in baseball. The winner from Tuesday's game will advance to play Virginia on Wednesday. I said yesterday the Irish dropped 2 of 3 during the regular season to Boston College. 1-run losses in both losses for ND after taking the series opener. But that was the series that sort of springboarded Notre Dame forward from a wins perspective. Since that moment, the Irish are 16-3. Basically mid-April, and they've won 5 consecutive series, 4 of which were in conference play. So the Irish go in as one of the hottest teams in America, which is significant. I still expect that they're going to make some noise in this ACC tournament. I like the way that they have been playing, and I think from the leadership standpoint, we've talked about the battery, more on that momentarily, but the pitching has been there and the timely offense as well. And when you don't make mental errors out there defensively, which Notre Dame has not been doing, it adds up to a 30-plus win regular season and great opportunity come postseason time. So the ACC baseball tournament underway. It's Irish and the Eagles. As far as we mentioned that battery for Notre Dame, Carson Tinney continues to get accolades and recognition across the country. Earlier this week, named as one of 12 finalists for the Buster Posey Award, given annually to the nation's top catcher. Now, Tinney, the sophomore, has been outstanding from top to bottom this year, and the accolades, like I mentioned, add up for all those right reasons. 350 average going into the ACC tournament, 54 hits, 51 runs scored, 33 walks. He's driven in 53. He's got some pop in the bat as well, and he commands the game for his pitching staff. And because of that, many of his teammates were tagged with all-conference honors as well. But sticking with Tinney momentarily, when you talk about the impact someone can have, I use a Jake Taylor or a Chris Kavanaugh from the lacrosse program. When you have guys like that, look what it added up to the last 2 years, and I know they lost Sunday in the quarterfinals of lacrosse, but when you have leadership and productivity from the likes of a Kavanaugh and a Taylor, it creates national championship opportunity. Notre Dame won the last 2. Baseball-wise, now when you're able to use someone like a sophomore in Tinney who's got that leadership ability outside of the capability as a baseball player, good things are going to happen, and that's exactly what Notre Dame has in its stud sophomore catcher. 3 finalists for this Posey Award will be announced on June 5th, and you hope that Tinney remains in that conversation. I had noted some of his teammates receiving honors as well. Obviously, Carson Tinney was named an All-ACCer as well on the first team. But then you look at some on the pitching staff. Righties, Rory Fox and Jack Riddell were named to the third team. I thought it was a no-brainer that Tinney would go to the first team, by the way, right? I think that's pretty much where our mindset has been the past couple of days and weeks with the way Notre Dame has played. He's certainly one of the catalysts behind it. Bino Waters, one of the phenomenal freshmen in all of America, not just the ACC, was tabbed to the freshman team. You look at Fox and Riddell, top 15 in the ACC in ERA, sub 4.25 ERAs across conference competition. Waters was a spark plug, and you get that productivity from a freshman in Waters. Then you got a sophomore like Tinney, humongously bright future for this Notre Dame group. Waters, a kid who slugged 5 homers, drove in 18. That was in 26 conference contests this year. So Notre Dame, putting everything together, really has played well, and they've got these young pieces combining with some of the veteran leadership, and it all adds up to that outstanding close to the regular season that you hope springboards them into a competitive showing and a run in conference play. So the awards continue to add up across the board for this Notre Dame baseball team, and it's certainly going to be fun to continue to watch them. And it's not just Tinney, it's now Riddell, Fox, and the freshman Waters getting their well-deserved and well-earned recognition. And I do want to end today's show with some football news. Everybody looks forward to the Notre Dame-USC football rivalry because you don't have to be a Golden Domer or a Trojan fan to enjoy this game. And over the years, I mean, you talk about this rivalry that continues to go on. I mean, these two programs since 1924 have met a whopping 95 times. The problem with that is, on the contract as constituted, as we sit here today, the matchup October 18th between the Trojans and the Irish in South Bend is slated to be the last one. USC did offer a one-year extension on it to go beyond this year, but Notre Dame Athletic Director Pete Bavacqua has been very passionate and very open about the fact that, hey, the one-year extension is great, but we want this to be long-term. Now, there are some hiccups with scheduling as far as Notre Dame is concerned. Moving forward, as we've known the past couple of years, Notre Dame plays 5 obligatory games against ACC opponents. That number is actually going to be 6 this year, because when you break down Notre Dame's ACC slate, you've got Miami to start the season, NC State, Boston College, Syracuse, Pittsburgh, and Stanford. So they have 6 ACC games that they will play this year, home and road combined. Moving forward, 2027 and beyond, Notre Dame has inked a 12-year pact with Clemson. That Clemson game is not, as of right now, and things can change, as of now, not part of Notre Dame's 5 ACC games. So that adds a wrinkle into this. You're playing 5 ACC games. Well, Clemson would make it 6. You want to play Navy. You've got your other games that you schedule early in the year. But now, where does that leave room for USC? In my opinion, there is room for USC, because there should be room for USC. This is an unbelievable rivalry that means so much to both programs, both schools, and college football as a whole. I just think you got to get it figured out. And you know, Bavacqua wants it. Speaking to Sports Illustrated earlier in the week, he said, quote, Southern Cal and Notre Dame should play every year for as long as college football is played, and SC knows that's how we feel. So USC, cards on the table right now. They have offered a one-year extension for the rivalry, but Pete Bavacqua and everyone involved with the Notre Dame football program and university want that to parlay itself into a long-term deal. We'll certainly see what happens. I do believe both sides will get it done. They weren't able to come to an agreement when Notre Dame was having these conversations with Michigan. I thought that was a bad job by both sides, but I think they'll get it done here with the USC rivalry. Time's going to tell, and yeah, probably money as well, but we will certainly see. I'm optimistic. I think the Notre Dame-USC rivalry, regardless of obligations Notre Dame has on its schedule, will still be here. That's a wrap for today's show. I hope you all have a great day. You know how to subscribe by now, right here on YouTube to Notre Dame Daily, and of course, follow our mothership across all platforms at FanArch on those different social media outlets. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully some good news in the baseball verse. You know it by now. Go Irish.